What's up guys, I'm gonna be doing a low fade and it's kind of like a number 2 on top, so let's get to it. First I'm just gonna ball that out. And once you have your guidelines, you want to get your fading clipper, your masters or your seniors or whatever you use to fade, and I'm gonna go all the way open and just make my second line. Alright, I usually take it about up to there and I just start fading it out. And I consider this a low fade because I mean it doesn't go halfway or whatever, I make it go down. So to me it's a low fade. And so now I'm gonna start erasing the line I made by balding it, and back here too. So I'm gonna go halfway on my fading clipper, halfway without a guard, and then start fading it out. Alright, so now I'm gonna go close it a little bit more in between halfway and all the way closed, and then just keep working on erasing this bottom line. Alright, so now I'm gonna go all the way closed. Like so, then the line starts erasing. So now I come towards the back and I start erasing this line. Same steps as always. Then all the way closed. And just erase that last line. Can always go back to get some spots. So I'm going halfway again. I'm just gonna hit it again. So now I'm gonna go in between halfway and all the way open. Not all the way, but just a little bit, just to get that last line out. And I'm using the corner just to because I don't want to use the whole blade, because then I have to keep an eye on the whole blade, and with the corner then I just have to go through the hair and it's just the corner pretty much, not the whole blade. So if you see any lines, then just mess around with the lever and go back and just hit the spots. And it's just my way of doing it. So the line starts erasing. So there you go, the line is erased. So now back to this part and just clean it up a bit. So now you can just put your number 1 or whatever and go halfway. I got the Fat Master, it's pretty much like a number 1, but it's just a blade. So I'm gonna go halfway and make my second guideline. and as I reach to the spot I wanted to, then I start scooping out. Right, so now I'm gonna start erasing this line, and I'm just gonna go to the second notch right there and just work out the line. I'm not gonna go all the way to the top because then I'll make another line. So I mostly use my corners because I just find it easier to fade that way. And coming from a different angle, then I could I could get more of the hair, and I could scoop it out better instead of going straight up. I just pull it out diagonally. Alright, so still the same thing. It's the second notch, and just keep working out the line. Back to halfway just to get some spots. You can always go back and forth if you see any spots, and just go back and get it right. So it starts fading out. So I'm just going back to halfway in the second one, and in between just to fade it out, just to give it a good fade, a good blend. Alright, so pretty much the line is almost gone. I'm just gonna go back all the way closed and just hit some spots just with the corner. And usually when I go all the way closed, I always go back to the second one and just keep going back and forth. Just to have a smoother blend. Like so. Alright, so the face starts coming out. Then we're gonna go, well, what I like to do is I get my fading comb and I go halfway or to the second one, it doesn't matter. I go back and forth, and I'm just gonna start fading this out, clip over comb, or you can use your number 2, whatever you want, just as long as it works. Just gonna hit it again, and I'm gonna go halfway, just start fading out this line. Taking out those little baby hairs. And I'm not going all the way up, I'm just taking the hairs that are right here on the line. I'm not taking it all the way up. But I'm also giving my comb like I go into the head and I'm bringing out like 45-degree angle, I guess. And if you have to just keep moving it all the way close or halfway or in between, and just do so. Anything just to get that line out. It's looking easier to fade, then I'm just gonna go halfway on my number 1 or whatever you want to use. But this is like a number 1 all the way open, and I'm just gonna start fading out this line I did with my clipper halfway. So go all the way open, just hit it with the corner. And as soon as I hear for the hair to cut, then that's when I start scooping it out. Alright, so keep working at this line. I'm using the corners to get near the top, so it's pretty much just putting the corner and then just going up and down, or you can scoop it out a little bit. A little bit more dark spots around this area, so just keep going at it. Alright, so now I'm still all the way open. I'm just gonna get my fading comb and pick up these hairs and start cutting these hairs all the way over.